Adam Carolla Comes Clean. Now available from Angel Studios.
I was traveling during COVID. It was a horrible time for commercial air travel. It depended where your flight crew was from. Like if you got a flight crew who was based in Houston, no problema. You get some 6-year-old chick and she just go sit there, wear the mask, don't wear the mask. I'm gonna sit in this jumper seat and smoke. We're probably not gonna make it. But the worst 7 words you could hear on a flight during COVID times was, on behalf of your Seattle-based flight crew.
Watch Adam Carolla Comes Clean free on Angel at angel.com/AdamFree. And join the Angel Guild and save 50% on your first 3 months at angel.com/Adam Carolla. Adam Carolla Comes Clean. Now available through Angel Studios. Let's get back to the Adam Carolla Show.
All right. Skinny Jodi Miller in studio. Riki Lindhome as well in studio. Comedy album. Sounds funny. No worries if not. Available as we speak on all the great platforms.
Yes.
All right. So Andrew's in the other room, right? Were you going to do the news from in there? Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, that's a great.
Hey,
Oh, I
great
love that.
picture.
The title on my boobs. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just to
just so people see your boobs.
Yeah.
I get it. It's fine.
All right. Go ahead. What's our first story?
Okay, JoJo Siwa realizes she's not a lesbian after cozying up to celebrity Big Brother UK co-star Chris Hughes.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Wasn't what's his name on the
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey
and
Rourke?
he left because he was insulting her.
Yes. But he was calling her a lesbian, right?
Yes.
So
Is
maybe
I thought she was. Is she? She's just non-binary. What is she?
maybe
sorry.
she's bi.
Is she bi?
I don't know.
I feel bad.
I've
really
not
don't
watched
know.
Celebrity Big Brother, so I don't know. But it sounds like maybe.
Is
No, she was lesbian, and
She
now,
was. Oh, now she knows she's not because she wants to have sex with this guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
So she's-
story.
Is she bi?
Oh, is she saying she's straight?
Yeah, well, no, I think she's saying she's bisexual.
Oh,
Well, look at that.
Yeah, I
Look,
mean, they are cozying up. That seems
that's
real.
She's. Yeah, that's
That
how-
looks
it's-
bi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no car needed. He's jerking off right there.
Yeah, that's right. That's his parking lot. He's parked his lot right between her butt. I don't know. Women in the lesbian, the novelty is worn off for me. It used to be a big deal. It was a big deal. Like you found out your girlfriend. I had a roommate once and we played spin the bottle. It was a big deal. Now it's like, all right, you
Nobody
hoes, you're all
cares.
just fucking each
no,
other. I don't
nobody
even
cares.
care. No, I
I've
didn't care
never,
anymore.
by the way. I'm very-
Everybody. Nothing? Neither?
No, I've never. I'm very straight.
Wow. I told you had that dude wiring.
Yes, my ex-boyfriend once told me, I wasn't upset, but he's like, you are so straight. He wanted to do a threesome. He's like, you're just so straight. I'm like, okay. I don't know what, like,
Guilty.
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want a blowjob now or not?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
what are we talking about here?
Oh, you're not. I thought you were asking me. I'd wait till after the show is what I was going to answer with, but I see that was to him. So look, I'm a meat and potatoes dude. You know what I mean? Like whatever you're into. Like I know guys that like watching women crush cockroaches and stilettos out of Germany and stuff, and I'm like, just give me some titties.
Yeah.
Are they broken? Is it broken? Is a blowjob broken? Are titties broken? They're fine. We're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just that way too. Just sort of. I say meat and potatoes. Like, yeah, a steak and a martini and a baked potato.
Yeah.
It's never out of style.
Agreed.
I'm always
Agreed.
good. I'm up for it. Let's do it. That's a good night out.
Yeah.
I don't know where everyone needs the extra accoutrements in the bedroom.
I think it's people who get exposed to porn too early.
Yes.
Oh, is that
It's-
what's going on?
Yeah, because they get bored. Like they need more and more. Like by the
mean,
time they're 40,
yeah.
they're like, well, I've seen all that.
Every
Like,
category you can imagine. And then some that you're like, how is this a category? You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
But I'll tell you, the thing about the porn category is that's who you really are.
Yep.
Like whatever it says, if it says, tons of fun MILF or whatever,
Yes.
you thought you're going in the busty section.
No,
oh
no.
They,
That's what
whatever
you're getting.
label.
Yeah.
Mine would be hairy and unfunny.
And click.
yes.
All right, so I don't care what she is. So I'm done with her. She was a child star. She sold rainbow, suspenders or bows or something, and now she's doing something. I don't care. There's too many people. First off, too many celebrities.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot. Everybody's a celebrity, and no one's a celebrity.
Right.
Right.
It's crazy. Nobody knows a whole bunch of people that I know. They're like, who? And then people would be like, you don't know this person? I'm like, no, who? It's just too many.
We had, when I was growing up, and I'm older than you guys, we had like the cast of The Love Boat.
Yes.
And then the cast of Chips.
Right.
And it's like, that's who our celebrities were. And then we had room for like 3 game show hosts that
had
you could
movie
sprinkle in.
stars, too, though. You had
Oh, yeah, we
big
had movie
movie
stars.
stars.
We had
Right.
movie stars. And that was that.
Yeah.
That was it. Now it's, you don't know 3 Chainz? And I'm like, I'm not into rap. Oh, this guy just sold out the Burning Man.
But they're also like TikTokers. People will be like, you don't know this I'm like, no. Why would
Right.
I?
I know.
Why
I don't
would
know
I?
any influencers.
I don't. Neither do I. Not
Right.
at all.
All right, so we're not influenced. What else? We got another story?
The Office star Rainn Wilson rips left-leaning media during interview with MSNBC host, claims Biden coverage fosters mistrust.
This got a lot. This made the rounds, but I don't really know why. But we can watch a clip of it.
This is where I would push back, and in a lot of ways, I'm as lefty as they come. But when I see this kind of insight and passion being directed at the current administration, and the lack of this kind of insight and passion being directed at the previous administration, where, again, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about left-leaning news media organizations were kind of like, la, 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 everything's fine. Look, the environment's, look, the economy's great, la, 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 immigration's not that much of a problem. And really being Cleopatra, queen of denial. Thank you. Boom.
Well, I got a controversial question for you ladies, which is, well, let's think about this. I'm going to try to be magnanimous or something.
Okay.
But the deal is this. All the folks at MSNBC are Democrats, and all the folks at NPR are Democrats.
Yes.
Okay, and look, historically, things had to be that way. You were this or you were that. Like you'd be... Tommy Lasorda was a Democrat or a Republican or whatever Tommy Lasorda was. We didn't base who's starting in today's game on where their affiliation was. He just was.
Yes.
Quietly, and then he'd go about his business. Or Johnny Carson was, but we never knew about what that thing is. Okay. And so historically, the news people would probably be more Democratic leaning. Mm-hmm. And they probably weren't big fans of the Nixon administration, Watergate, Vietnam, the things of that nature. Like it's because it's college, it's journalism school, it's not a job site. It's not. They didn't wrestle in high school and play football and in the military and stuff. It's like college, academia, whatever.
Right.
So, and it's journalism school. So it sort of attracts people that are left leaning, but Walter Cronkite knew he couldn't get out there, Ted Koppel or whoever. They knew they couldn't push an agenda because that wouldn't work for their audience because they're supposed to be calling balls and strikes and just doing the news. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it used to be a completely male-dominated sport. Mm-hmm. And then women started coming in, and much more women, and larger, and MSNBC and stuff like that, or Rachel Maddow or something like that. I don't think women are as good at keeping it under their hat in terms of what they're feeling. You can't take a woman who despises Donald Trump and expect her I'm just going to go right down the middle on this story. No, you're going to get more feeling, more flavor, and then eventually we'll know something because you're out there. So
I sort of
is
disagree.
it an influx of femininity? I'm not really saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying women let you know more what they're thinking about or what they're feeling than the guy just I'm putting my tie on. Maybe the tie keeps
but also,
it.
what was Barbara Walters? We don't know. What was Jane Pauley's leaning? What was Connie Chung? It was the time. We don't know what Deborah Norville thinks. The women, when it wasn't okay.
I do actually know what she's thinking.
You do?
But just Norville.
Yeah, just Norville.
No,
But I think it's just the time.
There was a time, right.
Yeah,
and I agree.
We didn't know.
There was a time when there were no dogs on a plane, and now there are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is true, but to change the time, you need more of something as well. And there's more newsroom directors are females, more producers are females, more anchors are females. And I just think as time goes on and as it becomes open more to femininity, there is just going to be, we're going to get more of how, we're going to know what they think, whether you agree with it or not.
I just don't think it's a female thing. I think it's a ratings thing. I think Fox came along. They were smart enough to like really have their right-leaning opinions, and then the left had to go, well, then that's the ratings, and so the left started saying their opinions, and then it just doubled and doubled and doubled.
It's all about ratings.
Yeah,
it's all about
I don't
ratings
think
and
it's a
people
female
following.
thing.
I think it is the time.
I'm not saying, I don't blame females. I'm saying.
You sound like you're blaming females. You sound
I'm
like you're
saying
blaming us.
I've seen, let's say, Joy Reid, like really come
Right.
unglued. You know what I mean? Because she seems like, I don't think she could tamp it down, is
then-
what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what gets
That's
ratings.
what gets ratings, and that's what that clip goes viral. Then
Yep.
everybody's talking about it. We're talking about, you know what I mean? And that's
I don't know, but she's gone now because she didn't get ratings.
well, I mean, I think it happens like
Hold on, use
yeah.
the yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still. What are you looking at Dawson for?
Well, no, I mean, here's the thing. I think I actually miss the days that everybody would just be neutral and just report what's going on and not have opinions, men and women. You know what I mean? Because it is so heated and so polarized, and then you do get people that really like lose their shit, and you hear about it, and then everybody wants to watch it, and then somebody else loses their shit on that, and then the person who isn't losing their shit, they're the hero. It's just a show. It's like a big fucking
It's like
circus.
entertainment.
It's entertainment.
Yeah, and I think the women, if that didn't get the ratings, they would keep their emotions in check. I think because they used to.
Yeah, I'll meet you halfway. I think if you do an endeavor, whatever the endeavor is, if it's design and it's just male dominated, then
Right.
things are going to have a male feel to
Sure.
the design.
Right.
And if you influx women,
That's true.
then you're going to start to feel better, which is not a bad thing per se. I'm just saying it'll change the way it is.
Of course, and I think they were given permission as the years went on to emote a little bit more or come across as a little bit more emotional and connect with people. I think if you look back, even in the 80s, everybody was just like reading the news, no emotion, no inflection for the most part, unless something tragic happened that everybody was, but they kept it. They just kept, you know what I mean? They just did it very
the
much.
facts.
Well,
Just
I
the
got
facts.
an example of emoting, by the way. I made a note. I saw Pastor Jamal Bryant, and I just saw this on Twitter, their X, the other day. I think we have it somewhere. But you want to talk about emoting, and I'm going to ruin my own point because it's a dude. But here it is. This is pretty fun.
Those of y'all who are from the suburbs, those of y'all that come from a gated community, those of you who live out yonder, you ain't gonna understand this example. But when I used to live with my grandmother in the projects of New York, y'all ain't saying nothing. I discovered something that roaches only start running when you turn the lights on. As long as the lights are out, they gonna be comfortable eating your cereal. Y'all ain't saying nothing, climbing.
I'm not gay, but I kind of would take a blowjob from this guy.
I mean, he could do it.
But the roaches gotta start moving. I came to give a
He's got
warning.
growl
Elon
breath.
Musk, the light is getting
He's got
ready
a
to
cold or
come
something
on.
about
Donald Trump, the light is getting ready to come on. J.D. Vance, the light is getting ready to come on. MAGA, the light is getting ready to come on. Welcome, because the roaches will check in, but they won't check out. The lights are coming on.
Right. Yeah, don't you think
definitely
male
has a
anchors are
CPAC.
more emotional? I think of like Bill O'Reilly. I think of these people like losing, like
I think everybody has become more emotional.
Tucker Carlson, so emotional.
Yeah, they really, because people will tune in. to see
Well,
them lose their
we
shit.
have to make a distinction between news anchors and opinion people. Like
Right,
Tucker
that
Carlson
is.
would go, I'm an opinion person.
Right,
so
of
would
course.
Bill O'Reilly. And,
Yeah, of
but
course.
so would Bill Maher. He'd go, look,
Right.
I'm not an anchor person. I'm an opinion person.
Right.
I like this guy's passion.
And Suits.
And
Yeah,
he quoted a commercial from the 70s.
Yeah, sure, the roaches check in, but they don't check out.
Right.
Is he the ex-husband of Giselle Bryant from Real Housewives of Potomac?
Oh.
Because she was married to a pastor.
Oh.
Is it Pastor Bryant? Is it the same guy?
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
wow.
was. Yeah, she was married to some
So
big
the
pastor.
real Housewives of the Potomac?
Yeah, that she was married to a pastor. I wonder if that's him.
I mean, I don't know how she.
It was a famous pastor, Pastor Bryant. Yeah, yeah. What was? Did he
What?
have a cold?
No, that's a choice.
Yeah. I think it's a thing.
He definitely has a CPAC. He's definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
deviated septum. Yeah.
It's the same guy.
Oh,
yeah,
it is?
good
Oh,
poll.
there you go. Nice
amazing.
call, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Are they divorced now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the roaches check in. Because he was quoting too many commercials.
I just want a black audience just once. I could just get up there and scream about everything. And just go. Really, what I want is the guys to stand behind me with the bow ties nodding.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole time.
You could have that. Your next special.
Yes.
I want.
Adam goes to church.
I love it when they nod and they do a version. I want the Japanese do hi.
Yeah.
I love a hi.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And they do a black version of the hi, but it's, been to the mountain or something, and then they just nod. But I want that. I just feel like I never have that.
We'll get that for you.
Everyone around me's got their arms crossed, and they go, I don't know about I don't feel like I feel like you're wrong when it comes to. I just want some head nodders.
You gotta play comedy songs, then you'll get it.
Yes.
You get
Will you
applause
get that?
breaks. Oh yeah, people are just like laugh. Like it's musical theater nerds who are drunk. It's the best. Yes.
The best.
What's the all right?
It's like band nerds who are always having the most sex. Now they're drunken at your show.
All right, I'm gonna pull off the table Weird Al.
Okay.
What is the best comedy novelty song?
Best song? With not Weird Al.
I'm pulled Weird Al.
I love "Fuck Her Gently" by Tenacious D. I love what's the one Part-Time Model by Flight of the Conchords.
Flight of the Conchords.
I love Lonely. I love
Lonely Boys.
What's the Dick in a Box? Lonely Island.
Oh yeah.
Wait. You know what is the best one? "Thank You God" by Tim Minchin. That's the best comedy song.
Oh yeah.
That's such a good. Yeah.
All right.
And Bo Burnham has so many good ones.
Bo does, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say if I had to pick one, I would say "Thank You God" by Tim Minchin.
Oh really?
All right. I got to listen to it.
Now I got to write that one down.
He's a big Australian musical comedian.
You know what's weird? Then there's pop, like the Bare Naked Ladies have alternative girlfriend and stuff where they have sort of novel songs, but they're a pop group that's not, Dr. Demento.
Yeah.
They were my favorite band in high school.
I love them, yeah.
But the Dead Milkmen got a lot of that too. Like I think the funniest song is Nutrition, but it's a punk rock song.
Oh, really?
At least I give a shit about the stuff I eat.
I never heard that one. I like a funny song.
Yeah. How about the Dan Band? The Dan Band.
Oh, Dan Band.
But it's mostly covers, right?
That is covers.
So it's hard to.
Right.
But it is funny.
But they're so funny.
God, it's such a good idea. What's your favorite comedy song?
I guess Dr. Demento had a song called Transfusion that was like from the 50s that was really funny about a guy who just drove a car and he got into an accident every time he got into his car. But every time he got in the car, he was super confident and he was like talking about how he was hauling ass and get out of his way and he's making time. And then we get into an accident. And I don't know why I thought it was funny, but it wasn't a parody of anything.
Right.
It was just its own weird song. But I like a funny song. Do you know Harlan Williams?
Yeah.
You know his cousins in Bare Naked Ladies. She goes,
What?
Weird.
It is? He is?
Successful family.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Love
Harlan's Canadian.
Yeah.
Bare Naked Ladies, Canadian. And his cousin is in the Bare Naked Ladies.
Look at that.
Yeah, song.
All right.
Yeah, Nervous Norvis wrote Transfusion.
Nervous.
It's a weird song, but listen to it on your own time. Okay. One more news story. Do you have another news story in there?
Jay Leno stands by marriage vows as he faces challenges of caring for wife suffering from dementia.
Oh, yeah.
Uplifting.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice that he's. I mean, what's he supposed to do? It's like good. That's a
That's
husband.
what you do. Yeah.
Well, there are other
Sickness
things.
and health.
Things other Hollywood guys do.
Sure.
Sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Jay's a good dude.
He's a good guy.
I saw them and her doing a show I did with him 9 months ago or something. I mean, she's in decline, and that's going to be, a job for him because once it starts happening, it usually goes pretty quick.
Yeah.
Unless you want to run the United States, in which case we can milk it for just a little bit, But if you're just a housewife, it goes pretty fast, And they have no kids. Mm-hmm. And Jay's is a strange bird, and that he's a real good dude and a regular dude, but not a regular dude in a lot of ways.
Right.
He has a dichotomy of sort of, most stand-up comedians are like douchey or standoffish or whatever. They don't even. He wrenches on cars all day.
They never had kids?
Never had kids, and literally, I've said to him with his 175 cars and the value at $500 million. I just went, "Where's it all going?" And he just goes, "I don't care. I'll be gone." And I go, "Yeah, I know you'll be gone, but
I
guess
you want the state just using it or whatever?" It's like, he may be being a little modest about it. I don't know, but I mean,
I bet he'll have like the Jay Leno auditorium
museum.
I bet he'll put his name on something.
Yeah, they should have. They should take
like a cancer
cars.
wing or something. Yeah,
put the cars in the cancer wing.
Right.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's incredible. No, he had a brother who died pretty young. I don't think he has. That's a good question. I don't think he has any heirs.
Wow.
And she doesn't have her family is.
I do not know.
If she has siblings or something,
Yeah.
there might be somewhere to put it. I'm sure there is.
I don't know what her side is. His side is he had a brother, maybe two brothers. I don't know. I got to look it up. He had a brother that died youngish, I think, and maybe another. He had a brother that died from cancer, 2002. I don't think he has anyone else. Parents are gone and that kind of stuff. And I don't know what he has no children. They have no children. And I don't know what her situation is.
I'm just wondering.
Oh my God, he
nieces,
should just give it
nephews.
to one person and they'll be so surprised.
Yeah.
Like he should
just pick a person.
You just get this check. You're like, oh,
You're just like, okay.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
great, thank you.
He gave me my first late night spot, but it was on when he had the Jay Leno show. It was like at 10 p.m. Do you remember that? Or 9 p.m.
Yes.
Remember that
I
one?
used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
It was good. It was our first thing. It was fun.
Did you sing?
Yeah.
How do you? Well, he didn't find you. Somebody found you, and then they presented you to him.
He did say that he found us in the thing. He goes, I've been looking through comedy, in the comedy clubs. I saw these people. He did say that in the intro. We're like, oh, well, okay, sure. Yeah. But he was very nice. We had a blast, and he was really nice.
Mavis has no family members.
Oh my God.
And he has no family members.
So that's just it.
And there's 7 warehouses filled with cars. And by the way, let me tell you something. Forget the cars. What about the warehouses?
Yeah.
Because there's $65 million worth of warehouses.
Oh my gosh, I know what he's going to do.
What?
He's going to leave it to dementia research.
Probably.
Don't you think? Not to be a downer, but I think he will.
I don't. He is a kind of cop and fireman guy.
Oh.
All right.
So I think
that
there's
might be.
Maybe more that.
I mean, he's got a lot. It's a lot of money, so you can split it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go over there. I poke around every once in a while.
I should just give him my name and number. I mean, just in case he wants to throw a little my way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll research dementia.
Yeah.
He'll be on the app at some
You'll
point.
ask ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me everything.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, she didn't want to have children.
Wow.
Takes full credit for not having kids. She
She
didn't want
takes the
kids.
full credit. All right.
And look at you guys. She didn't want to have kids.
We
and
really
look at
wanted.
you guys
We
are out
really
there
wanted
kids.
did. Yeah.
throwing yourselves into kids.
Long road.
But yet,
Yes.
no cool cars to leave them.
Nope.
No, but I have a Bronco. It's cute.
You got an acoustic guitar, but really, you
Yeah,
build
I
a
got-
dream on that.
Yeah. It'll have to be someone else. No.
Well, he's a good dude, and he brought her to the last comedy show I did with him. He brought her. He's never done that before. I've never seen him.
I'll bring her.
Bring her.
Oh, wow.
I've done a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, I've been to a shop 2,000 times. I've never seen her at the shop. I've seen him 1,000 times. I've never seen her. But about 9 months ago, when we were doing a show, he brought her. So I think he's kind of saying, "You want to see me,
Right.
one last time up on
Yeah.
stage."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because probably in the middle she got sick of it, like seeing the same thing over and over.
Right. Yeah, of course. And then now she wants to see it again before she remembers it, but it'll be brand new every time.
Yeah.
All right. On that depressing note, listen to Riki Lindhome's record. That's
Thank
right.
you.
No worries if not.
Yep.
Out as we speak, wherever you find finer music.
Yeah.
And then Jodi Miller, Decades in the Making. That's on YouTube. And my special. Adam Carolla Comes Clean is on YouTube as well. And until next time, Sam, for Riki and Jodi.
Thank you for having me.
And everyone, say it. Mahalo.